Howdy, it's been a while, hasn't it? I actually am testing out my new PS4 in my room here. This is the first time I've played this game, so of course this has been the first time in ages since I streamed, so we'll see who all, joins in and stuff. I kind of wanted to do Mighty Number 9 because, honestly I've seen a little bit of it. It doesn't look terrible. So again, this is broadcasting direct live from my bedroom here, so you'll probably hear things like refrigerator, maybe a little noise from outside where other people are playing games, cat, etc. We'll see how this goes. I'm also not broadcasting with my earpiece because I have no idea where it went. So I'm currently using the camera, so you'll probably be hearing a lot more than anything else. Anyway, it's I wanted to do Mighty Number 9 just kind of on a whim here, because it doesn't look that bad. I will admit I'm not great at Mega Man games. I kind of got this more from my brother than for myself. And, the levels, as far as I can tell, I mean, they look like, Mega Man levels. That's what this is everybody was really out for blood for this thing, because they were like, oh, well, it's Mega Man. It's not worth the amount of money we put into this. And, considering that it's coming out on all the platforms it is, you can argue that, but at its base, it looks alright. So we'll see how well or poorly I do with this. We are going to, let's see what our options are. Gamma is fine, vertical sync. Yeah, we'll leave that alone. I don't anticipate any real problems. Oh, that's pretty neat. I won't go with that for now, but good to know that that's there. Yeah. We'll leave that stuff alone. Alright, so
it is the present year. Breakthroughs in robotic technology have ushered in a new era of peace and prosperity. Violence is confined to the Battle Coliseum, where robot combatants face off in spectacular duels. Today, the Coliseum walls once again echo with the shouts and cheers of excited fans, when suddenly
System ready? Go!
Professor! Back. And functioning normally, it would appear. What on earth has happened? It's chaos everywhere. Well, we won't figure it out here. We must make for the laboratory, and quickly! Beck, you forge ahead and clear a secure path. I'll follow and monitor your progress. Yes, sir!
Okay, so the voice acting a little stodgy. If you were hearing that he sounded like he was recording in like a bathroom or over a comlink or something like that, yeah, it really did sound like that. Okay, so you can control your jump. Shoulders and triggers do nothing. Square seems to be firing. You fire in bursts. Which is very Mega Man-ish. That burst of 3 is very NES Mega Man. Triangle does nothing. Circle does nothing.
Once again, the president has declared a countrywide state of emergency. This based on reports of haywire robots rampaging out of control in all 52 states. I'm being told we have a comment from Gregory Graham, CEO of Cherry Dynamics. Cherry Dyne, of course, being the world's leading robot manufacturer. Let's go there now, live.
Attention! Attention! Is this thing on? Oh. My fellow Americans, in this time of crisis, we at Cherry Dyne would just like to express that this isn't our fault. It's that Dr. Blackwell. He's the one behind this. Blame him! We at Cherry Dyne are doing all we can to help fix the situation. It's Blackwell. Hello, is this thing on?
Avi?
And now let's go live to our eye in the sky Avi for today's Avi News traffic report. Thanks, Avi. As you can see, we've got a few accidents eastbound on, well, everywhere!
Mighty number 6! What does he think he's doing? Unless... could he be malfunctioning too?
I'm gonna go with yes. Okay, so... at least Avi seems to be having fun with himself, and Blackwell is getting thrown completely under the bus. Somehow I don't think things are really that simple. But, oh, I thought that was a ramp, that there might be a secret or something here, but apparently not.
Uh-oh. A security bot. And it's out of control, like all the others. Beck, there's no other way. You'll need to fight your way through. You can handle this. I know you can. Professor, I'll do it.
Also, you really... oh, here's... oh, R1. Wow, that was...
Beck, did you just absorb the cells of a weakened robot and... my goodness, assimilate them? Of course, I designed him with that capability, but I hadn't thought it functional yet. Why now?
So, and some nice Easter eggs, like they said in the initial... woohoo! Alright, they said in the initial dealio there, you know, it is the present year, but we can tell that, you know, it's either not really our present year or it's an alternate reality, because I hate to say it, the United States only has 50 states, so there's definitely some other stuff going on here. Oh, gosh. Okay, you know what? There we go. Gotta get the hang of this. Okay.
bad. That's more like it.
Woohoo! Hey, I seem to have some sort of bonus. That's kind of cool. I cannot get up that way. Oh, that's kind of obvious.
That's more like it.
There we go. So we'll plug this all in there. Ah! Well, that sucked. Hey, what's this big glowy shiny thing? Okay.
Dr. Zonda's calling. Zonda, what's the matter?
What's the matter? What the bleeding heck do you think's the matter? Are you okay, Will?
Oh, fine. Fine. More or less. And yourself?
Less than fine. Much less. These robots gone wild are tearing the place apart. I've sealed myself in the lab. Who knows how long before they break through?
Understood. We're already on our way. You try to hold them off as best you can.
Obviously not going that way. This kind of looks like a Mega Man capsule thingy here, but you obviously are not going to get an upgrade that quick. Oh, Hecuba. Ah!
Bring it on. Bring it on.
Woo! Ah.
Bring it on. That's more like it.
Ah! This is not going well for me. Oh, hey. What, did I, that was a power-up? Did I absorb their cells? Cells? However that's pronounced. Oh gosh, so here's a bottomless pit. Okay. Woo! No!
All right.
Help! So I said fair warning, I suck at these.
Beck, we've no time to waste. Calculate the fastest possible route to the lab.
Oh, hey, that's kind of cool. Ah! Okay. Well, there's his effective range, so...
Here we go.
Ah, for crying out loud.
That's more like it.
Okay. Oh, down and X to fall through the floor. Well, this has been really, really, really forgiving, but I don't know how much I'm going to be able to do from this point forward. Ah!
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Ah! You know what? I think that's enough of this. Honestly, I think that I'm not the best person to be showing off a Mega Man game. Let's put it that way. I've mentioned that several times now, but you know, from a standpoint of this dealio here, and actually, I know from watching my brother play that
Here we go. That's more like it.
I know from watching my brother play that honestly there's, well, I just really am not the best person to be showing this off. I say I'm gonna quit as I continue playing, of course.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Woo!
Here we go.
But, you know, from a level design perspective,
Here we go.
not a bad showing initially. Woohoo! Ah.
Here we go.
Woo. Okay. So there we have a death trap.
Here we go.
Whoa, that was close. Okay. That's gonna suck.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Right. The lab is just ahead. Sonda, are you still there? Have the robots torn you to pieces?
Criminy! Tactful as always, William. I'm here, but for Pete's sake, hurry!
Alrighty.
What was that? A demolition unit. How on earth did it manage to get down there? Back, quickly. You must stop it before it destroys the entire laboratory.
Wait, William!
Woo. That was dumb of me. I thought... Alright. I thought I was safe there. Obviously, I was wrong. Yeah, it's probably just not gonna let me get that stuff.
What was that?
Alright.
A demolition unit. How on earth did it manage to get down there? Back.
Alright, let's skip into the action here. Yeah. Ah. Oh. You know what? I'm just gonna cut my losses here. I honestly know that I just suck at these things. You can see, like, obviously I'm not jumping nearly high enough to avoid that guy. I was getting close. I'm gonna call that satisfying. I know this isn't really the best representation of somebody who actually can play the game. I know I can't. So, but, you know, getting through that, you can see some of my playstyle. I'm a very careful player, and you'll notice that the bosses don't have a fixed pattern in here. They generally telegraph what they're going to do in some way. Some of them do it vocally, others of them, you know, have some sort of big wind-up animation like that guy. You know, the bosses do give you fair warning. But it is a skill-based game. It's a Mega Man-style game. And, you know, it's not terrible. I mean, you look at it, and the models are okay. Everybody was like, oh my gosh, you know, those models, they... You know... completely terrible, but that's only really when you get them really up close, which you don't see them that way, you know? Obviously, they got some really great lighting effects on there. They're not realistic lighting effects, but they're really nice looking lighting effects. You know, the game looks fine. The music is good too. I really do like the music. The voice acting, I'll give it a B-. I mean, honestly, if they hadn't opened right with that, people probably would have had a little better impression of the voice acting. Not that it's great or anything like that, but it's not going to grate on your ears either. So, like I said, I honestly know that I'm not going to get past this guy. It's not that I can't understand his pattern or how he telegraphs, I just don't have the player skill. So, I'm gonna call it quits on this one, but I figured, well, you know, Overwatch is downloading, yes, I'm actually probably not going to stream Overwatch, because I don't even know if you can stream Overwatch, but that's just one of those things where, honestly, my life, I did not grow up with shooters. When it came right down to it, I didn't really have the systems or the access. We were always a console generation behind because we always were getting somebody else's system secondhand. It wasn't until my brother and I actually started, you know, buying stuff for ourselves that we had anything that was new. So, you know, console shooters, like if you give me a light gun, I'm great. I'm a crack shot with a light gun. And, you know, I've played the Elder Scrolls. I'm pretty good with a bow, but then again, I know how bows work. That actually would be really great for me with Hanzo, because they do seem to have some good physics with that. But in practice, I'm more of a sniper, and I can deal with things when they're standing still, not so much when I have to predict where somebody is going to be, especially in that kind of mayhem. I would not play a good Hanzo, at least right away. But, I'm just kind of feeling my way through not the tutorial, but the practice of Overwatch. And, you know, maybe if it's possible to stream that, I'll do that sometime. But I kind of want to get a little better first, because literally didn't grow up with console shooters. The only console shooter that I had was The Fifth Element. I thought it was, well, it was something that I could play because there was basically no aiming involved, which is why Overwatch is great for me, because there are a lot of people who have homing shots with those other types of things, so I actually have a pretty wide variety of people I can play. Like I said, maybe more to come on that, but I kind of got to feel my way around the controls, because I honestly just never got used to shooter controls. Never had to. Somebody says this game has standard shooter controls, I have to literally look them in the eye and say I have no idea what that means, because I don't. So Overwatch, though, pretty friendly. I actually, if you read my little reviews on Final Fantasy Wiki, same username, bluestarultor, I actually have one that I'm writing up for that, under my Blues Reviews segment, so, like I said, it's, I really do like Overwatch. I like what I've seen, and I like what I've done, but another day for that discussion. For right now, I'm gonna call this one quits and see if Overwatch is done downloading so that I can futz around with it more and get used to it before I actually go into real matches and that kind of thing. I know that sounds pathetic, but it's true. But, you know, it's a great one to start with. It really is. That can definitely be somebody's first shooter. I'll go into that more in other videos, other reviews, other media, etc. Once I get that way. Anyway, thanks for watching my pathetic attempt at this game. Like I said, it's not the game's fault, it's my fault. I just am not a good Mega Man player. I just wanted to kind of show off a little bit of this, like I said, on a whim when I had nothing better to do. So, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.